Friends, welcome to mathematics class. So as we were discussing about the linear equation in two variables, chapter 2 in a textbook. So within fraction of seconds we will be doing a recap. So what we have did in our previous class. So we have solved some problems depending upon the simple equations. We know about linear equation. We have discussed about linear equation and simple equation. Both are same, isn't it? And depending upon the degree we will be telling that as depending upon the degree and variable we will be telling that as linear equation in one. If degree is 1, linear equation. Depending upon the variables we will be telling that linear equation in one variable or two variables or three variables. Now we have also started exercise in that I think we have did 2 to 3 problems. So now we are going to solve these 3 problems in this class. Okay, so this is 6th one, 7th one and 10th one in your textbook, and remaining problems you have to solve on your own, which are same as we are doing these problems. Okay, so now coming to this problem, this question. So what we have to solve this simple equation. As I have already told you, given equation is n divided by 7 is equals to -3. As I have already told you, what he asked in the question, he asked to solve the linear equation. Okay, the solution itself says that we have to find the value of n. So what we need to do, we need to find n. We need to find the value of n. So what do we have here? N divided by 7 is equals to -3. Now you can see here, okay, you can see here the variable is divided by 7. The variable is divided by 7. So you have to use the multiplicative inverse of 7. It means that for removing that 7, we have to use multiplicative inverse. So what is the multiplicative inverse of 7? Into 7, 1 by 7 na. So here it is a 1 by 7. So multiplicative inverse is 7. So here multiply 7 on both sides. So here n by 7 into 7 is equals to -3 into 7. So 7 ones are will be 1. This is the multiplicative inverse. So n is equals to 7 3s are 21. So as I am having the symbol minus, so minus. Okay, I think you know the rules of, if I am multiplying two positive values, I will be getting positive value. If I am multiplying two negative values, then also I am getting positive value. If I am multiplying one positive and negative, I am getting negative. And whenever I multiply negative and positive, again I will be getting negative. These are the algebraic rules which I have to follow. 2 plus are multiplied, we will be getting the answer in positive. If I am multiplying two negatives, I will be getting answer in positive. If I am multiplying one positive and one negative, then I will be getting negative symbol. Here also negative symbol. So these are the rules which you have to follow. Okay, so now therefore we have got the value of n, that is -21. Similarly we have to solve this. So what for solution, what he had given equation, isn't it, that it is having equal symbol, therefore it is equation. What is that equation? 2x divided by 3 is equals to 18. What we need to do, we need to solve. It means we need to find the value of this variable, that is x. So we need to find x, isn't it? So here 2x divided by 3 is equals to 18. So you can see here 2 by 3, isn't it? 2 by 3 is multiplying. So what is the multiplicative inverse? We have to remove. For removing that, we have to use multiplicative inverse. So first I will take the multiplicative inverse of 3. As 3 is dividing here, I will be multiplying that. So multiply 3 on both sides. Multiply 3 on both sides. So you will be getting into 3 is equals to 18 into 3. 18 is multiplied by 3. So here 3 ones are 3 ones are. So if 3 by 3, if we divide 3 by 3, we will be getting 1. So here remaining is 2x is equals to 18 into 3. 3 8s are 24, isn't it? 3 ones are 3, 3 plus 2, 5. So 18 3s are, will be getting 54. Again, for the variable, we are having 2 in multiplication, isn't it? 2 is multiplied by that variable, so I have to divide that. I have to use the multiplicative inverse of 2. What is the multiplicative inverse of 2? 2. So here it is multiplying, so I have to divide. Whenever the number is dividing, I have to multiply. Whenever the number is multiplying, I have to divide. So divide by on both sides. So how much I will get? 2x by 2 equals to 54 divided by 2 by 2, I will be getting 1. So therefore x is equals to, if I divide 54 by 2, 54 by 2, I will be getting 2 2s are 4 here, isn't it? 2 7s are 14. If I, here I will be getting reminder 1, I will write 4 here, 2 7s are 14, remainder is 0. So therefore, whenever I divide 54 by 2, I will be getting answer as 27. So this is our required value of x. Understood? So similarly, we have to solve this question. We have to solve this question. What is this? What he had given? So given equation. What is that given equation? 13 minus 6n is equals to 7. 13 minus 6n is equals to 7. It is the given equation, isn't it? So what we need to do? We need to find what? We need to solve. On solving, what we will be getting the value? We will be getting the value of n. Find n. We need to find the value of n. So what is the equation? 13 minus 6n is equals to 7, isn't it? So here 13 is added, variable is here, so 13 is added. You have to use the additive inverse of 13. What is the additive? For removing 13, we have to use additive inverse. So plus 13, additive inverse is minus 13. So subtract 13 on both sides. So 13 minus 13, isn't it? So minus 6n is equals to 7 minus 13. So here plus 13 minus 13 will be 0, isn't it? So I will be having minus 6n is equals to, if I remove 7 from 13, I will be getting answer as 6, isn't it? 13 minus 7 is 6, but the symbol of greatest value is 13. So therefore I will be getting minus. So here both the symbols are negative, isn't it? So now here my 6 is multiplying n. Therefore I have to take multiplicative inverse of 6. As 6 is multiplying, I have to divide 6 on both sides. So divide 6 on both sides. Divide 6 or minus 6. Here minus 6 is multiplying. I am dividing by minus 6. So minus 6 on both sides. Then minus 6n divided by minus 6. Minus 6 divided by minus 6. Here minus and minus will be cancelled and the value will be in positive. Okay, minus will be removing, in numerator minus, in denominator minus. That minus and minus will become plus, positive. Here 6 divided by 6 will be 1. So here I will get n value as 1. So I have got the value of n as 1. So like this you have to solve such type of equations. Hope you all understood. So we'll be doing few more problems so that you can get it very clearly. I think you have understood why we are taking the identities here. Multiplicative identities, additive identities, why we are subtracting the numbers, why we are adding the numbers, why we are multiplying, why we are dividing, based upon this variable. Okay, the numbers which are multiplied to this variable, for removing that number, multiplied or added or divided, for removing that number we will be using their opposite identity, opposite inverses. If it is multiplicative multiplication, number is multiplying, multiplicative inverse, multiplying or dividing, multiplicative inverse, adding or subtracting, additive inverse we are using. Okay, so this is how we will solve the questions. I'll be solving more 2 questions so that you will be getting it very easily. You will be getting that problems clearly. Okay, so let me take the questions. Okay. Just wait for 2 minutes. Wait for 2 minutes. I've got. Okay, so last 2 questions we are doing here. That is question number 15, and remaining questions are based upon the same what we have did. I am doing one. Doing one in the same topic. Okay, so here 15th question is 4x minus 5 by 3 equals to 9, and question number 16 is x plus 4 by 3 equals to 3 1 by 2. Here we have the number in mixed fraction. The fraction is mixed, isn't it? So these 2 questions now we have to do. So what I am doing here, I am covering all the topics by doing one problem from your exercise. Okay, so now coming to the point. So what he had given here, solution given equation. What is that equation? 4x minus 5 by 3 is equals to 9. What we need to do? We need to solve. It means we need to find the value of that variable. What is the variable here? X. We need to find the value of that x. So what we need to do? We need to find x here. We need to find the value of x. So how we will finding the value of x? Minus 5 by 3 is equals to 9, isn't it? Now we will be checking here. 4 is multiplied to this variable and minus 5 by 3 is subtracting. This 5 by 3 is subtracting to this subtracting this variable, isn't it? So first I will be removing these by using additive inverse. Okay, so what is the additive inverse of minus 5 by 3 plus 5 by 3? Absolutely, isn't it? So adding 5 by 3 on both the sides. So what I will get? 4x minus 5 by 3 plus 5 by 3 is equals to 9 plus 5 divided by 3. So here I will be getting a reminder, I will be getting LCM 3. Directly I can take this. So directly I can write minus 5 plus 5. Here the LCM will be 3 ones are 3. So here I have to make the LCM for making these both the denominators equal. It means that these unlike fractions I have to convert that into like fractions. So I have to take LCM. 3 ones are 3. In one table we will be getting 3's are 1, 3's are 3. Because of that reason I am multiplying numerator and denominator by 3. So 3 9's are 27 plus 5 divided by 3, isn't it? So now plus 5 minus 5 it will become 0. So here directly I will be getting, here I will get 0. Here directly I will add 27 plus 5, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So here I will be getting 32 divided by 3, isn't it? Now we have to check the variable. Before variable 4 is multiplying the variable, isn't it? So we have to use, as it is multiplying, we have to use multiplicative inverse. So as it is multiplying, we have to divide. So divide 4 on both sides. So 4x by 4 equals to 32 divided by 3 divided by 4, isn't it? Divided by 4. You can see here, okay, this 4, denominator of this 4 will be 1. So here 4 by 4 will be 1. So I will get x here, 32 divided by 3 into, I have to take reciprocal, isn't it? Reciprocal, it will be reciprocal. See, this division will be reciprocaling and multiplying this. 1 divided by 4. You have already studied this about this in your previous classes, isn't it? Now x divided by, okay, you can check here, 32 does not divisible by 3. Does 32 divisible by 4? Yes. So 32 divided by 4, I'll be getting how much? 8 4s are 32, isn't it? 4 8s are 32. So 8s are 32. On subtracting, I'll be getting remainder as 0. So here I can write 1 by 3 into 32 divided by 4, isn't it? So here it becomes 32 divided by 4. Okay, 1 by 3 into 32 by 4. How much I have got? 8 by 1. In denominator I don't got anything. Didn't got anything. I will write 1. So x is equals to 1 8s are 8, 3 1s are 3. Therefore, the value of x is 8 divided by 3. Like this, you have to find the value of the variable in the given equation. Similarly, I am going to do this. As we have this mixed fraction, first we have to convert this into improper fraction. So first what we will do? First we will be writing given equation. What is that given equation? X plus 4 by 3 is equals to, now you can see here, this is mixed fraction. This mixed fraction is converted into what? Improper fraction. Am I right or not? 3 1 by 2 you have studied in 6th and 7th class. How we will convert? We will be multiplying this and we will be adding this result to the numerator, isn't it? So it will become 3 into 2 plus 1 divided by 2. 3 2s are 6 plus 1 divided by 2. It will be 7 divided by 2, isn't it? These both are multiplying and the resultant answer will be added to this. So this how we will convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction. So 7 divided by 2 we have got here. Okay, so now here 4 by 3 is added to this variable. Okay, 4 by, okay, so first I have to write what we need to find. We need to find x, isn't it? We need to find the value of x. So here plus 4 by 3, okay, x plus 4 by 3 is equals to 7 divided by 2. So 4 by 3 is adding here. So I have to use additive inverse. So plus 4 by 3, I have to take minus 4 by 3. So subtract 4 by 3 on both the sides, isn't it? So x plus 4 by 3 minus 4 by 3 is equals to 7 by 2 minus 4 divided by 3. So plus 4 minus 4 will become 0. LCM is directly 3. So x is equals to x plus 4 minus 4 whole divided by 3, isn't it? That is equals to, here I have to take the LCM of 2 and 3. 2 and 3, 2 1s are, 3 1s are. So I will be getting LCM as 2 into 3 is equals to 6. So here I have got the LCM as 6, isn't it? So here I have got the LCM as 6. So when we are getting 6 in 2 table, 3s are. So here I have to multiply into 3 into 3. Here also 3, when we are getting 6 in 3 table, 2s are. So into 2 into 2. 3 7s are 21 minus 4 2s are 8. Like this will be doing, isn't it? So x is equals to 4 minus 4 0. 4 minus 4 0. 0 by 3 is 0. X plus 0 will be x only. So therefore x is equals to 21 minus 8. 21 minus 8. Okay, 21 minus 8 is 13, isn't it? 1 3 13. 11 minus 8 9 10 11 13. So 13 divided by 6. Does 13 exactly divisible by 6? No, it is not divisible by 6. Okay, so therefore the required value of x is 13 by divided by 6. Okay, the required value of x is 13 by 6. So this is how you will find the variables, the value of variables. Okay, so by these two questions we have completed the exercise 1. Exercise 1 have been completed. Exercise 1, the whole exercise 1 is depending upon such type of solutions. In this you have to remember the LCM, how you have to take the LCM, when you have to take multiplicative inverse and when you have to take additive inverse. If any number is adding or subtracting to the variable, then we have to take additive inverse. If there is a plus, we have to take minus. If you have minus, then we have to take plus. And whenever the number is multiplying or dividing the variable, then we have to take its multiplicative inverse. If we are having division, then you have to take multiplication. If you have multiplication, then you have to take division. So at the time of solving the fractions, you have to take LCM, least common multiple. By doing that least common multiple only, you can solve the problem. So this is how you will find the things. Okay. Now by this we have completed exercise 2.1. Now we will be discussing some problems which we have already completed in our previous classes. Okay, which we have already discussed in our previous classes. We are just going to recapture once in this class. Okay, now if I ask you about lines, rays, point, like that, you have already discussed. I am not going in deep. Whenever it is needed, then I will be taking in deep class. Okay, so now if I take a line here, can you say me what is this? This is a line or a line segment or a ray. What is this? This is a line. Why this is a line? Why? Because it do not have any end point. Am I right? It don't have any end point. It is continuously going on, going on, going on. It don't have any end point. So the line which have the collection of points which do not have any end point is called as a line. So here I have taken one line. So already you have discussed about angles. What is angle? Angle is the curved distance between two rays. If I take one common point here, this is a common point. Let this point be A. Okay, from A the line is going to C, and from A here it is coming to B. So if I am taking the starting point from here, then it will become a ray. If I taking starting point from here, then A to B is also called as a ray. When we will take one common point on that line, from there that line is converting into a ray, isn't it? If I am taking two common points, then A and B, then it will become line segment, which is having both end point and starting point. Okay, both the sides you will be having end points, but for a ray you will be having only one end point, one end or starting point. Another end it will be going on continue. Okay, so the curved distance between two rays, is called as angle. You have already know, isn't it? What is angle? The curved distance between two rays is called as angle. How we will find the angle? By using protractor. You will be calling that a D-shaped scale, isn't it? You will be having numbers as 10, 20, 30. You will be having scale like that, na? So here 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. From here also you will be having. By using that D-shaped scale, you will be finding the curved distance about that. Okay. So what is the straight angle? What is the straight line angle? The straight line angle is always 180 degree, isn't it? The straight line angle is always 180 degree. So let me tell you some angles. Okay, let me remember you. Okay, few types of angles. So first we will be going to discuss about acute angle. Can anyone tell me what is acute angle? Acute angle is nothing but less than 90 degree. And always remember that the angle is represented by the symbol theta. We will call this symbol as theta. Theta, one circle. The circle is divided into two parts by a line. Okay, so this is the theta. So theta value, the angle, whenever the angle is less than 90 degree, then such type of angle is called as acute angle. Such type of angle is called as acute angle. And whenever it is exactly 90 degree, theta value is exactly 90 degree, then it is called as a right angle. Right angle. Okay, so whenever the angle is between 90 degree to 180 degree, it means that the angle is greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree. Okay, the angle which is greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree, then it is called as obtuse angle. isn't it? Obtuse angle. And whenever the angle exactly 180 degree, then it is called as straight angle. Straight angle, isn't it? And whenever the angle is greater than 180, okay, greater than theta value greater than 180 and less than 360 degree, then it is called as reflex angle. We have two definitions for reflex angle. The angle which is opposite to the required angle is also called as reflex angle. Let we will be discussing next classes, okay? We will be getting detail in 9th class about lines and angles. And whenever the angle is 360 degree, exactly 360 degree, then it is called as complete angle. Complete angle. So these are the things which you have to remember, okay? Now after that, these are the very important things which we need to discuss, okay? Why we have discussed this, okay? Why we discussed? Why? Because to know now from here onwards you will be having the linear equations in terms of angles, okay? Linear equations from here you will be having in terms of angles. So we have discussed about different types of angles here, isn't it? So now in these exercises we will be learning about the linear equations in terms of angle. Let me tell you, complementary angle, supplementary angle, okay, these two are very important till here, okay? Complementary and supplementary angle. What is complementary, what is supplementary angle? As you know, here the straight line, for the straight line we will be having totally 180 degree, that is straight line angle, isn't it? Straight line angle total 180 degree. If I draw a perpendicular line here, A to D, then this angle is divided into two equal parts, that is 90 degree and one more part is 90 degree. Okay, this straight line angle is converted into two right angles, that is 90 degree and 90 degree. So this is theta 1 and this is theta 2, angle 1, angle 2. If I add these two angles, then again I am getting 90 degree. There, one more thing, if I take here, if I am dividing this 90 degree in two equal parts, then I will be getting 45 degree and here also I will be getting 45 degree, isn't it? Okay, so in straight angle, if I divide it into two parts, 90 degree. If in right angle, I will divide into two parts, then it will be, okay, less than 90 degree, it will be acute angles, okay? So from tomorrow, this is very interesting topic, okay? So in our next class, we will be discussing about such type of angles. What do we call these angles? When we divide these angles, what happens? Okay, what do we call such type of angles? So we will be discussing in next class. Thank you.
Hi students, we completed activity 7 from lesson 2, that is friction. Now let's move on to the activity 8. Activity 8, effect of rollers on friction. Effect of rollers on friction. So this is activity 8. We already completed activities till 7. So this is the 8th activity, effect of rollers on friction. Okay, effect of rollers on friction. So this is the concept. So what do you mean by this effect of rollers on friction? What do you mean by rollers here? Which rolls? Okay, example, a marble. When you push this marble, so what happens? How it moves from place to place? Okay, it moves or it covers distance by rolling. Okay, are these rollers show any effect on friction? Are these rollers show any effect on friction? Yes, it shows effect on friction. Which shows effect on friction? Rollers show effect on friction. Which are said to be rollers? Objects which rolls, we call them as rollers. Objects which rolls, okay, which rolls, we call them as rollers. Example like wheels, marbles, ball bearings, all this comes under rollers only. Let's see. So there is a bag. Okay, we will be having a trolley bag. So it is attached with wheels. These are wheels. Attached with wheels or fixed with wheels. Okay, fixed with wheels. And I'm having another bag. This is the other bag which I had. So I don't have the wheels. Okay, wheels are not fixed to this one. Okay, I had only the handle for this. Okay, no wheels for this. Okay, no wheels are attached to this one. Remember, try to understand, two bags are there. One is with wheels and other is without wheels. So to carry this from place to place, I want to carry nearly about 50 meter distance or 100 meter distance. Nearly about 50 meter distance or 100 meter distance, I want to carry this both the bags. On which object or on which bag I can exert less force? So obviously upon this, okay, I exert less force. With a single hand, or with two fingers or with one finger, I can drag this whole load or this bag easily, whatever the distance it may be. Maybe it is about 50 meter distance or 100 meter distance or 200 meter distance. Whatever the distance it may be, if the surface is plain, it can be carried, okay, or it can be dragged easily. And applying the same force or applying the same effort on this bag, can we carry or can we drag this bag easily? Okay, how we drag the first bag? No. Okay, we need to apply excess of effort. We need to apply more energy. We need to apply more force to drag this object. Why? Because its contact area is high. Its contact area will be high. Whereas for this, contact area is less. Wheels, contact area is less. Okay, wheel, okay, it touches the ground in a very small, okay, region, okay, small area, it touches a small area. It's the wheel area, okay, a small area of wheel, it is in contact with the ground. Area is small. Okay, if area is small, the friction is reduced. Friction reduces. Okay, friction reduces. If the friction is low, so speed is high, it moves easily. And whereas here, contact area is more. Since contact area is more, friction also increases. Contact area increases, friction also increases. These are some of the factors that affects the friction. So contact area is more, friction also increases, friction increases. So we need to apply more effort, we need to apply more energy. Okay, this is one example for the effect of rollers on a friction. And let me go for the other example. This is a toy trolley. Okay, so I'm trying to pull this. And I'm having other object. This is also a toy trolley with the same size, same measure. So, but this is having wheels. This is having wheels. These both are dragged in this direction, which can be dragged easily. Okay, obviously this can be carried easily. This can be dragged or this can be pulled easily because okay, contact area. Okay, here wheels are present. Here there is no wheels. There are no wheels. Contact area is more, whereas contact area is less. So contact area is less, so friction reduces. Friction reduces, can be dragged, can be carried easily. Okay, so by this example we can say rollers, they show effect on friction. If rollers are there, friction decreases. If rollers are there, what happens? Friction decreases. If friction decreases, what's going to happen? Can be moved easily. Its speed increases. It can be carried easily. That's what. And now let's move on to this other. And the friction which is produced here, the friction which is present here, what do we call this as? We call it as rolling friction. We discussed already. Types of frictions are there. One is rolling friction. Next one is static friction. Another one is sliding friction. This here rolling friction. Here the rolling friction takes place. Which friction takes place here? Okay, here we observe sliding friction. Next, coming to the other activity. Activity 9, understanding the principle of ball bearings. Understanding the principle of ball bearings. In fan, ball bearings are present, and also in a cycle wheel, especially the back wheel, if you observe or if you note at the center, okay, where the axle is there, so between the axle and the wheel, okay, this is the axle, okay, this is the wheel and this is the axle, okay, this is the axle, okay, AXLE. And around this, okay, what this mechanic will do means he will apply some grease. And he will place, okay, around this one. So he apply the grease. This is the grease, and he applies or he inserts ball bearings, metal balls are placed. If you have a chance, visit the bicycle mechanic who repairs the bicycles. Ask him once, what is the reason behind this? Why he should apply the grease and also insert ball bearings, metal balls around this? What's the reason? What's the importance? Ask him once if you get a chance. What happens here is, this grease, it acts as a lubricant. What do we call it as? It acts as a lubricant. LUBRICANT. It acts as a lubricant. And even this ball bearings also behaves as a lubricant. What is a lubricant? A substance which decreases the friction and increases the speed. A substance which decreases the friction and increases the speed, we call it as a lubricant. Oil, it is a lubricant. Graphite, GRAPHITE, graphite is also a lubricant. Grease, it also behaves as a lubricant, which reduces the friction and increases the speed. That material, that substance, we call it as a lubricant. So now here this both, it behaves as a lubricant and makes the vehicle, makes the cycle to move faster. Did you understand? So in the same manner, okay, what's the importance of this lubricant? Okay, what's the importance of this? Okay, understanding the principle of ball bearings. So this ball bearings, they are important. Okay, they are helpful for us in movement. They are helpful for us in reducing the friction. They are helpful for us in increasing the speed. They are helpful for us. Which are helpful for us? Ball bearings are helpful for us. They helps us in applying less effort and carrying a huge load. Applying less effort and carrying a huge, more load. That's what about this ball bearings. And next come into this other one, that is activity 10, fluid friction. Fluid friction. Here, which are said to be fluids? Okay, this is activity 10. Observing fluid friction. Observing fluid friction. Observing fluid friction. First, what are said to be fluids? Any substance which can flow easily. Any substance which can flow easily, we call them as fluids. We call them as fluids. Substance which flows easily, free flow. Example, all the liquids comes under fluids. All the liquids comes under fluids. They can be flowed easily. They can be flowed easily. And all the gases also comes under fluids only. Gases and liquids comes under fluids. Here, observing fluid friction means friction in fluids. Friction in fluids. Will be observing friction in fluids. Do you think the friction acts or the friction is present in liquids also? Do you think this friction is present in fluids, that's in gas, and also in liquids? Yes, it is sure. Okay, the friction is present, okay, in liquids and also in gases. Let's see. Okay, there is an activity for you. This is the glass I have taken. So in this glass, I took some water up till here. This is the water quantity which is present. What is this? This is water which is present, H2O, molecular formula for water. Now taking a spoon or a stirrer, okay, taking a spoon or a stirrer, I swirl this water. Okay, I rotated this inside. Okay, I made this to rotate. Now this water, it is turning around. It is turning around like this. Water, it is turning around. Water, it is turning around inside the glass. Make sure this is a transparent glass. What is this? It is a transparent glass. Transparent glass. And this is the stirrer. Stirrer. Okay. Stirrer. So this may be a spoon or glass rod. Spoon or glass rod. Glass rod. Okay. So it is stirred thoroughly. Now the water is swirling. It is turning around like this. So leave that like that without any disturbance. What do you observe? After some time, we know that this water, it comes to rest. This water, okay, slowly it reduces its speed. Okay, slowly it reduces its speed and finally comes to rest position. Comes to rest position. What might be the force which is making that to come to rest? What might be the force? Can you guess once? So there is a friction. Frictional force makes that to comes to rest. The molecules which are present. The molecules which are present inside. I told you, okay, this water, it consists of water, okay, H2O, water molecule, H2O. So many water molecules, H2O molecules are present. Okay, in this one, okay, numerous water molecules are present. Numerous water molecules are present. Inside this water, numerous water molecules are present. We know liquid molecules, they are far to each other like this. Molecules, they are far to each other like this. All these are molecules. Each one is said to be a water molecule. This is said to be a water molecule. Each one is said to be a water molecule. there will be a friction between all these molecules. There will be a friction between all these molecules. Okay, they rub with each other, they collide with each other, they hit with each other, and finally, because of this friction, because of the frictional force between which is present between these two molecules, so makes that whole liquid to come to rest in position. It comes to rest in position. Okay, this is one of the activity to show, okay, to observe the friction in a fluid, and other one, not only that, okay, you can take a tub, take a bucket, if not a tub. This is the bucket I have taken. This is the bucket. This is the bucket. Okay, inside this also it is filled with water. It is filled with water. Keep your hand in. Insert or allow your hand inside. Allow your hand inside. Okay, try to rotate whole water. What do you observe? We see all this water, it swirls around, it turns around like this. Okay, remove your hand and try to insert any object inside. Try to insert any object. Okay, try to insert one of the object inside. Do you think it remains like that only without any disturbance? No, this will be, okay, that object will be moving like this. It starts to move. So what makes this object to move around? When you add some other pieces, okay, pieces of paper or any other, okay, which are light in weight, when you drop some objects inside, so what's going to happen? We observe these objects, they also rotates along with the water. What makes that to rotate? Yes, okay, that's correct. Okay, here what the friction which is present are the fluid friction. Fluid friction makes that to rotate. At the same time, after some time, we see all these molecules, they comes to rest in position, or slowly it reduces the speed. And comes to rest in position due to friction. What friction is present? So friction between what? Friction between the okay, this tumbler or this bucket, okay, wall, and also between the molecules of the water, so there is a friction acting upon this, finally makes this liquid to come to rest in position. Okay, that is the other activity. Okay, next, frictional force exerted by fluids is also called drag. One more point, that is here drag. What is drag? The frictional force exerted by fluids. The Frictional force exerted by fluids. Frictional force exerted by fluids is called drag. Here, what is drag? Okay, what is drag here? Drag is nothing but the frictional force which is exerted by fluids. Frictional force which is exerted by fluids is known as drag. So means here drag is applied, drag is present. What is drag here? Drag is nothing but the frictional force exerted by fluids. Which are said to be fluids? Which are said to be fluids here? Which flows easily? We call them as fluids. Example like all the liquids and also gases comes under fluids because they can flow easily. Okay, so what is drag here? Drag is nothing but frictional force exerted by fluids is called drag. And now let's move on to the other activity, that is 11th activity, and this identifying factors influencing the fluid friction. Identifying the factors Did you understand, everybody? Is it clear for you about this? Frictional force exerted by fluids is called drag. That's the one of the important point that you should understand in this one. Okay. Now let's move on to the other activity, that is 11. Be alert, everybody. Activity 11, this is identifying factors influencing the fluid friction. Identifying factors influencing fluid friction. What's the topic? Identifying factors influencing the fluid friction. Did you understand? Okay, identifying, we should know, we should find out. Okay, so we should observe. Identifying are to know factors. What are the factors that influences, that change, that affects? Okay, what are the factors that affects the fluid friction? Okay, so this is the topic for this. Okay, shape, mainly shape is one of the factor. Okay, so first one we'll go for shape. This is very important. Second one is its mass. So these are some of the factors that affects influence the fluid friction. So we see many objects, they'll be moving in water bodies, and many objects they'll be moving in air. Like birds, they move in air, they fly in the air. And what about this aeroplane? Even it flies in the atmosphere, it flies in the air. And why those organisms can fly, and why can't we people fly in the air? Birds, they can fly, but all birds cannot fly. Duck, does it flies? No, duck cannot fly. Why it cannot fly? It cannot fly because of its mass. It is having higher mass, more mass. So what's there? Okay, even many other birds are there which are very heavy compared to this duck, but still those can able to fly. But this duck being smaller in size compared to the other vultures, eagles, compared to those, this duck is smaller, but still this cannot able to fly. What's the reason? Yes, this cannot fly to long distance because those birds, they contains pneumatic bones. Those birds which can fly, they contains pneumatic bones. Okay, inside the bones we observe air is filled, air is present, which makes the whole body to be light in weight. Which makes the whole body to be light in weight. And also their structure, body structure, it's very important. Okay, as we'll have a streamlined shape for those. We observe a streamlined shape, stream, S-T-R-E-A-M, streamlined shape. Streamlined shape is present. Okay, what is present? Streamlined shape is present. So because of this particular shape, they can fly easily, and also because of presence of a lightweight bones, and their wings, the feathers also little different compared the pattern of the feathers. It is also little different compared to this duck, hen. So only those birds, they can able to fly to a long distance easily. They can take off easily. Okay, and next, so if you observe this other fishes, sharks, dolphins, whales, other fishes, they move easily and very fast in water bodies because of their specialized structure. A streamlined shape makes those organisms to move faster and in water. Do you think there is no friction? Even there also friction is present. Even in water bodies, friction is present. When the when this fish is moving in water, it should make all that water to be it spits all that water molecules. It makes away and moves further. Even this water exerts force or friction upon this one. There is a friction between this body of fish and also the water body, water molecules. There's a friction between this both, but still it moves further. But it exerts more force. It overcomes that friction which is exerted by the fluids. By exerting more force, it can move further. What I mean to say here is, even one more point here, that is boats, ships, those can move further in water bodies by splitting all water molecules aside. It moves further. So because even there also there is friction. So there also it is friction. Here think there is a ship, it is moving further with the help of engine. Once if the engine is stopped, does this ship move further or it stops? After some time we observe this ship, it stops, it comes to rest position. What makes that to come to rest position? The frictional fluid friction makes that ship to come to rest position. Even fish which is not swimming, which can after for some time it swim in the water, later it stopped its swimming. What happens? It lowers its speed, it drowns down. Why? Because of friction exerted by the fluids. So here, fluid friction acts upon different objects which are in fluids, which moves in fluids. So identifying factors influence in the fluid friction. So mainly shape is there. Shape is affected by fluid friction. Okay, and also its mass. If mass increases, friction also will be high. If the shape is not streamlined, if the shape is rectangular or square in shape, the friction will be high. If it is having a streamlined shape, so that object or that animal can move easily further. Okay, so these are some of the factors that affects the identifying the that affects the fluid friction. So with this, we completed lesson 2, friction.
Hi, good morning children. Today we shall know about the continuation of the second lesson. Second lesson continued, energy from the sun. As we have learned about how the energy is derived from the sun, emitted by the sun, so that is called solar radiation. The incoming of solar radiation is called the insolation. Okay? So, how the temperature rises and where the temperature high, where the temperature low. Temperature is not the same in all places because it is determined by the relief feature. Like we have different relief features are there. One is highest altitude relief feature is mountains. Second one is plateaus. Third one is plains. So we have other relief features like the desert islands. Okay. So we have a cold deserts also there. Anyhow, when we observe that the temperature is high, when you observe the map, world map, so the temperature is high, I already told you that. Where the temperature is high? When you observe the earth or the globe, even world map, the continents are the places near the equator. Okay? So there is high temperature records. Okay? So we shall know the temperature, low and high. When you observe the world map, where the places located near the equator, there is a high temperature records. That is, when you are moving, this is the equatorial region, tropical region. Why it is tropical? This is an equator. Okay, these are the tropics. Tropic of Capricorn, Tropic of Cancer. This is subtropic. Next to tropic. This is subpolar. This is a polar. Okay? When you are moving from the equator, temperature decreases. When you are moving from the polar, temperature increases. Is it? Likewise, where the coordinates are located, like the Africa, even North America, or the Mexico, and even this North Australia, North Africa. Okay, so when the scientists are observed the recorded the temperature, the highest temperature recorded in the highest temperature recorded in Africa. Place Azizia. How much? 58.7 degrees Celsius. This is the highest. Okay, so as low temperature region of Antarctica, Vostok, minus in Vostok there is a minus 89. This is the minus 89 degrees. Okay, so there is no lowest temperature beyond 0 to minus 273 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this is the highest, lowest temperature. Okay, so here we have many places like in the Greenland, Siberian land, Norway, Sweden. Okay, and then Arctic, Antarctica. These are the cold zones, polar zones. Temperature is minus or less. Okay, so keep in mind. So when we observe the India, okay, in India also in the north region, that in the Himalayas the temperature is high. As well as when you compare the North India and South India, we have higher altitude lands in the North India. When you coming to the south, the lands are in sloping down. Okay, and there is a difference of the temperature, low and high temperatures. Why temperature high in South India? Because South India lies near the equator. It influences the temperature. At the same time, temperatures also vary the places which are located near the coast, Bay of Bengal coast and Arabian coast. Temperature also, mean temperature, the average temperature. Why? Because the winds are blowing towards the landmass of the Bay of Bengal coast or Arabian coast, influence the temperature, makes an mean temperature or the average temperature. Okay? When you are going into the interior of India, naturally temperature increases. Okay? So based on the altitude, based on the place, so there is a varied temperature records. So once you go to the record of the temperature in Hyderabad, okay, so we shall know it in detail, right? See that. I'll show in our lesson. One table is given, that is how the temperatures records right from the beginning of the year, the temperature records like which have been shown on the graph. Okay, so recording temperature, highest and lowest. Highest, lowest, maximum or lowest, right? So take for example, one table is given here. Average monthly temperatures. Average see here. First one is month. Second is maximum. Okay, so write the months: Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay? Right. Next, 28, 32, 33, 38, 38, 39, 34, 33, 30, and 31. Okay, 28. Right. 16, 18, 21. 24, 26, 24. 23, 22, 22. 21, 17. Yeah, see this table. Okay, so this is the table given the average monthly temperature in Hyderabad. See here, these are the average, maximum and minimum temperatures of right from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. So, as you can easily observe that where the temperature increases in the month of April, May and June. Okay, so we can easily, this is the summer, this is the winter from October to Jan. Okay, this is a winter. Okay, this is a rainy. Okay, so we got 3 seasons. Naturally, we can observe that when the temperature increases in the summer months. Okay, so here based on this, this is the maximum, this is the minimum. Okay, so based on this, we shall draw a graph. A small graph will draw here. Simple method. Okay? So what is given here? This is a 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Okay, so use the maximum and minimum. See here, first we shall write the month name, that is first. Right. Here down, first one, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Likewise, you can raise this also. So now easily, this is Jan, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay? No. So now, one line is maximum. This is the minimum. This is the maximum. Okay? So now we shall start from the January. In the month of January, how much? 28. So this is the 20, 28. We can 1, 2, 3, 4. Likewise, 28 means this is the point. 28, the minimum temperature. 16, this is the point. Okay, and 16 to 18, right? 18, 19, 20. Next, this is a point. And maximum 28 January. This is a point. February 32, 31, 32. Like this. And March 35. March right, 35. And then 33, not 35. 35. Right. Next April 38. 1, 2, 3. 38. And next 39 May. 39. And then 34. 34. Right? Next 31 July. 31 July. Next 30 August. 30 August. And then 31. 31. 30, 28. 28. And then 28. Likewise, we have to connect and draw the maximum line. Okay? So, minimum line. Minimum January 16. Okay? And 18. 21 March. 21. Later 24. X and again 26 and 24, 23 and 22 and 22 and then 21. No. 21, 17, okay, and then 15. See here, this is the maximum line and minimum line. Likewise. Okay, so this is the record of the temperature, average monthly temperature in Hyderabad. See here, and some of the questions are given. How cold does it usually get in November and Hyderabad? 28, 28. This is. Next one is, which month has the highest maximum temperature in Hyderabad? May, 39 degrees. And which is the difference between the highest and maximum temperature and the lowest temperature in the year? Maximum, this is 39. Minimum, December. What is the difference? 39 minus 15. How much? 40. Not 40, 24. Right? So likewise, we are recording the temperature. So, and one more questions are there. Which 3 months are the hottest in Hyderabad? Which 3 months? See here. May, April, March. Right? And next question. Page number 26. And which 3 months are the coldest? December, January, February. December, January, February. See here the differences. This is the coldest months. Okay, if you compare the 3 months, January the coldest month. Okay, the next question is, from June through December, average minimum monthly temperatures keeps falling in Hyderabad. From June, December, January, November, February. These are the months. Okay? So likewise, so we have to observe the temperature records in Hyderabad through the given table, as well as we have connected the maximum and minimum temperature records in Hyderabad. Okay, one more question I want to bring to your notice. What is the difference between the maximum minimum temperatures in May? This is maximum, this is a minimum. What difference? 39 May. This is a maximum. Max. This is a minimum. How much? 26. 39 minus 26, 39 degrees difference between the May, in the month of May, maximum, minimum temperature difference is 13 degrees centigrade. Okay. So this is all about the temperature records, average monthly temperature records in the Hyderabad. Okay, what is the difference between the maximum minimum temperatures in August? See the August, 30. 30 minus 22 is equal to 8 degrees. 8 degrees are the average difference for the month of August. And next page is, next. So these are the questions given based on the given table, and we have drawn the table on the graph. So have you observed that how the monthly temperatures are varies based on the seasons? I already told you that. Summer, rainy and winter. So naturally temperatures changes. Okay. So this is all about average temperatures record in the Hyderabad. Okay. From January to December. Okay, clear? That's all.